Start by standing tall and bringing your awareness down to your feet. Most people go through their entire day without ever truly feeling what's happening beneath them. Yet your feet are your foundation. Everything above you, your posture, your balance, your strength depends on how well that foundation is working. Now press your big toe firmly into the ground. Don't curl it, just press it down with intention. As you do that, gently engage the arch of your foot. You might notice something subtle at first, but stay with it. This small action begins to wake up muscles that are often ignored. You're not just pressing your toe, you're creating a connection that travels upward through your entire body. To test this, place your hand against your thigh and apply a bit of pressure, or simply challenge your balance slightly. Notice how stable you feel in this engaged position. There's a sense of grounding, almost like your body has plugged into the floor beneath you. Now completely relax your foot. Let everything go loose and soft. Try the same test again. Feel the difference. That contrast shows you something powerful. Your foot isn't just a passive structure. It directly influences your strength, your stability, and how your entire body responds. Bring your attention back to your stance. Stand naturally and allow your toes to spread out instead of being cramped together. You don't need to force anything. Just let them relax and find space. As your toes spread, something interesting begins to happen. Your posture starts to shift without effort. Your chest lifts slightly, your shoulders ease back, and your body aligns itself in a way that feels more natural and less forced. This is what happens when your foundation begins to support you properly. Now gently start to rock your body forward onto your toes and then back onto your heels. Move slowly, almost like you're exploring the edges of your balance. As you continue, you may begin to feel warmth building in your feet and even moving up into your legs. Some people notice a light tingling sensation, that circulation improving, blood flow is increasing, and your nervous system is becoming more active and engaged. Pause for a moment and shift your weight onto one foot. If you need to, keep a slight bend in your knee and use a wall or chair for support at first. Once you feel comfortable, try balancing fully on that one foot. Notice all the tiny adjustments happening in your ankle, your calf, even your hip. These micro movements are your body working intelligently to keep you upright. If you want to take it a step further, gently close your eyes. The moment you do that, your body has to rely less on vision and more on internal feedback. You'll likely feel more movement, more correction, more awareness. That's your nervous system activating at a higher level. Your brain is receiving signals from your foot and responding in real time to maintain balance. In a very simple way, you're training your brain just by standing there. Now open your eyes and put your shoe back on that same foot. Try the same balancing exercise again. For many people, there's an immediate difference. The sense of connection fades slightly. Balance may feel less precise. That's because shoes, especially structured ones, reduce the sensory feedback coming from the bottom of your foot. They create a barrier between you and the ground. Over time, this reduced feedback doesn't just affect your feet, it travels upward. Your knees, your hips, your lower back, they all depend on accurate information coming from your foundation. When that information is limited, your body compensates, and those compensations can lead to tightness, discomfort, or inefficient movement patterns. The encouraging part is that this isn't something permanent or difficult to change. You don't need to completely change your lifestyle or walk barefoot for hours every day. Even a few minutes of intentional practice can begin to restore this connection. Start simple. Spend a little time each day barefoot at home. Walk slowly and pay attention to each step. Feel how your foot makes contact with the ground. Notice the pressure shifting from your heel to the ball of your foot to your toes. Let your toes spread naturally instead of gripping tightly. You can also explore different surfaces if it's safe to do so. A smooth floor feels different from a rug, which feels different from grass or sand. Each surface gives your nervous system new information, helping it become more adaptable and responsive. Practice standing still as well. It might sound easy, but when you truly focus on it, you'll realize how much is happening beneath the surface. Try balancing on one foot for a few seconds at a time. Switch sides. Gradually increase the duration as your confidence improves. As you continue these small practices, what you're really doing is rebuilding communication between your feet and your brain. This connection is essential. It improves coordination, enhances circulation, and allows your body to move more efficiently. You may begin to notice changes beyond just your feet. Walking might feel smoother. Standing for longer periods may become more comfortable. Even your posture can improve without conscious effort because your body is finally receiving the signals it needs to align itself correctly. There's also a deeper awareness that develops. Instead of feeling disconnected or stiff, you start to feel more in tune with your body. Movements become more controlled, more deliberate, yet more natural at the same time. Many people spend years trying to fix discomfort in their back, their hips, or their knees without ever considering the role of their feet. But when you strengthen and reconnect with your foundation, everything above it has a chance to function better. So as you go about your day, remember this: your feet are not just there to carry you. They are constantly communicating with your brain, guiding your movements, and supporting your entire structure. The more you engage them, the more your body responds in a positive way. Take a few moments whenever you can, at home, after work, or even during a quiet part of your day, to stand barefoot, move slowly, and reconnect. Press your big toe into the ground, feel your arch engage, let your toes spread, explore your balance. These small actions done consistently can create meaningful changes over time. And once you start to feel that connection again, you'll realize something important. Your body was never lacking strength or ability. It simply needed better communication, clearer signals, and a stronger connection to its foundation. Most people go through life completely disconnected from their feet, treating them like passive tools instead of the powerful foundation they truly are. Yet the moment you begin to bring awareness to them, everything starts to change. Stand still for a second and really notice how your feet are interacting with the ground, not just vaguely, but with intention. Feel where your weight is distributed. Is it more on your heels, the outer edges, or are you truly balanced? This awareness alone is the first step toward unlocking a level of strength and stability most people never tap into. Now, gently press your big toe into the ground. Don't force it or tense up the rest of your body. Just apply steady, deliberate pressure. As you do this, you'll begin to feel your arch subtly lift and engage. That small movement is incredibly powerful because it activates muscles that are often dormant from years of wearing restrictive footwear or simply not being used properly. This is where things start to get interesting. The engagement in your foot doesn't stay isolated, it travels upward. Your ankle becomes more stable, your calf subtly activates, and even your thigh begins to feel more connected. Stay in that position and observe what's happening. You may notice that your posture begins to adjust without any conscious effort. Your body naturally seeks alignment when the foundation is solid. It's not about forcing your shoulders back or lifting your chest artificially. Instead, it's a natural response that comes from the ground up. This is how the body was designed to function, efficiently, fluidly, and in harmony with itself. To truly understand the difference, gently test your stability. Place your hand against your thigh and apply light pressure, or simply shift your weight slightly to challenge your balance. With your big toe engaged and your arch active, you'll likely feel more grounded, more secure. There's a sense of control that wasn't there before. Now completely relax your foot. Let it go soft. Let the arch collapse slightly and remove that intentional pressure from your big toe. Try the same test again. The difference can be subtle or dramatic depending on your awareness, but it's almost always noticeable. You may feel less stable, less connected, and slightly weaker. This simple comparison reveals something most people overlook. The foot plays a direct role in how strong and stable your entire body feels. It's not just about standing or walking. It's about how efficiently your body can respond to movement, pressure, and change. When your foot is engaged properly, it acts like a stable platform. When it's not, everything above it has to compensate. Now bring your focus back to a natural standing position. Let your toes relax and spread out naturally. Avoid gripping the ground or curling them. Instead, think of them as expanding, creating a wider base of support. This small adjustment can have a profound effect. As your toes spread, your balance improves, and your body begins to feel more evenly supported. You might even notice your breathing becoming easier as tension in your body starts to release. Take a moment to scan your posture again. Without forcing anything, notice how your chest feels slightly more open and your shoulders more relaxed. This isn't something you're doing actively. It's a result of your body finding better alignment through a stronger foundation. That's the key idea here. True stability and good posture don't come from rigid effort. They come from proper support starting at the ground level. What makes this even more powerful is how quickly your body can respond. Within seconds of engaging your foot correctly, you can feel changes throughout your entire system. It's not something that takes months to notice. The effects are immediate, and with consistent practice, they become more natural and long-lasting. This awareness also begins to change how you move. Walking becomes more intentional. Instead of mindlessly stepping, you start to feel each phase of the movement, the heel touching down, the weight transferring through the midfoot, and the push-off from your toes. This creates a smoother, more efficient stride and reduces unnecessary strain on your joints. Over time, this simple practice can help correct imbalances that you may not even realize you have. Many people unconsciously shift their weight unevenly, favor one side of their body, or rely too heavily on certain muscles while neglecting others. By reconnecting with your feet and engaging them properly, you give your body the opportunity to redistribute effort more evenly. It also builds a deeper sense of control. Instead of feeling like your body is reacting randomly to movement or instability, you begin to feel in charge. There's a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are grounded and supported. This isn't just physical, it has a mental aspect as well. When your body feels stable, your mind tends to feel more focused and calm. The beauty of this is its simplicity. You don't need special equipment, a complicated routine, or a lot of time. Just a few moments of intentional awareness can begin to shift how your body functions. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, until eventually, this level of engagement and connection becomes your default state, rather than something you have to think about consciously. When you step back and look at everything you've just experienced, the message becomes very clear. Your body isn't lacking strength, it's lacking connection, and that connection begins at the very place most people ignore, your feet. The foundation of your body has been quietly supporting you your entire life, yet it's often been restricted, underused, and disconnected from the rest of your system. The moment you start paying attention to it, everything changes. What seemed like small, simple movements, pressing your big toe down, engaging your arch, spreading your toes, balancing on one foot, are not small at all. They are signals that travel from the ground up, informing your brain, activating your muscles, and restoring a level of coordination that your body naturally understands. This is not about forcing strength or chasing perfection. It's about reawakening something that has always been there. As that connection improves, your body begins to reorganize itself. Your posture becomes more natural, your movements more efficient, and your balance more stable. The tightness, the discomfort, the feeling of being slightly off starts to fade, not because you attack those problems directly, but because you address the root. You gave your body better information, and it responded the way it was designed to. This is what makes it powerful. You're not relying on complicated routines or external solutions. You're using your own body, your own awareness, and your own consistency to create change. And the more you do it, the more your body remembers. It starts to crave that connection, that stability, that sense of being grounded and in control. So instead of overlooking your feet, start using them with intention. Let them feel, let them move, let them guide the rest of your body. Because when your foundation is strong and connected, everything above it has the freedom to function the way it was meant to. Your strength doesn't start in your muscles, it starts in your connection to the ground.